Hello, and thank you for tuning in to the Say Yes Guilford information session for our scholarship. Say Yes Guilford mission is to provide access to support services and scholarships designed to prepare Guilford County School students for success in college, career, and life. Hello, I'm Warshay Downey, the Senior Director of Data and Post-Secondary Success.
And my name is Brandy Kennedy, and I serve as the Assistant Director of Student Outreach and Post-Secondary Access.
Before we dive into the scholarship model, we want to share with you about the Say Yes Guilford Scholarship Impact from the 2019-2020 college year. During that year, over $8.7 million in scholarship impact was provided to over 1,400 students to attend college. But let's also share about the lifetime impact. Since 2016, the lifetime scholarship impact for Say Yes Guilford totals over $28.5 million in scholarship impact. We are very excited about that and the continued impact that we will continue to have.
And now we're going to move into our scholarship model. So for our North Carolina public model, we are partnered with the UNC System 16 schools. We're also partnered with the 58 public community colleges, including our local community college, GTCC, Guilford Technical Community College. And so our criteria for our public model is based on a few criteria. Number one being the household income as reported on the FAFSA. Number two being the cost of tuition at the public institution in which you attend. Number three being how long you've been enrolled in Guilford County schools. And the last factor is the amount of Pell, state, and institutional aid that you receive. So for example, if my family income is $50,000 based on the chart, then I must have been enrolled in Guilford County schools by sixth grade to receive up to $4,500 to support the cost of my tuition after federal aid, state aid, and institutional aid. And transitioning into our private model, very similar to our public model, it is based on a few criteria. So we're partnered with over 100 private four-year universities that we have relationships with in our higher ed compact. And so much like our public model is based on a few criteria. Number one being your household income as reported on the FAFSA. So for this model, if your family income falls in $75,000 and below, and you've been enrolled in Guilford County schools since the ninth grade, then you are eligible to receive your tuition and select fees to be covered at our partner institutions. And if your family income on your FAFSA is $75,000 and above, and you've been enrolled in Guilford County schools since ninth grade, then you're eligible to receive up to $5,000 to support the cost of your tuition, again, after your federal aid, state aid, and any institutional aid.
All right, so the application process for Say Yes Guilford. Students can log on starting October 1st to www.sayyesguilford.org. You must be a current high school senior that will be graduating in May or June of the following year to apply. So when you go to our website, it is sayyesguilford.org, and you simply click Register for Scholarships. Let me tell you, registering for our scholarships is very simple. It takes less than 4 minutes to complete, and we strongly encourage students to use an email address that you will have access to after you graduate from high school, because that is going to be a key way that we communicate with you, chiefly by email. Again, our application opens October 1st. And your deadline to complete your Say Yes application is June 1st. That means you must complete your application online, and you must indicate what college you intend to enroll in by June 1st of your senior year.
Now we're going to move into talking about our FAFSA. So now that we've talked about our model a little bit, you can see that it is essential for you to do your financial aid application in order to be considered for your Say Yes Guilford scholarship. So you're probably wondering, what is the FAFSA? So the FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid, is a free application, as it says in the name, but it's an application that helps schools, the schools that you're going to be applying to, determine how much aid you're eligible for. So it helps the federal government determine how much aid you're eligible for based on your family's information, how many students are enrolled in college from your household, and many other factors. But it then informs the school of how much state and institutional aid that they should be able to provide in order to help you cover the cost of college. And so when you complete this application, much like our application, it opened on October 1st. So you're able to complete that application at www.fafsa.gov. It's very important that you make sure that you're using that site in a secure site, because this is an application that will require you to put in some very personal information. You can also download the app if that's easier for you to access. And so we just wanted to give you all a screenshot of what you need in order to complete this application, so that you could go ahead and knock that out maybe the same day that you do your Say Yes Guilford application, so you could have checked both of those off your checklist. So you'll need your social security number as well as your parents or guardians. And you'll also need your date of birth and your parents' date of birth. And you'll need the 2019 federal tax returns. You will also need any records of any assets or bank statements that your parents may have. And you'll also need a login. And you do this by creating an FSA ID. You'll also need your driver's license number if that's applicable to you.
So I know we just talked about a lot of key areas that you need to know to complete your Say Yes scholarship application, but let's go over that again. Complete your college application, complete your FAFSA, your free application for federal student aid, ensure that your residency determination, your RDS, is complete, especially if you apply to an in-state college. Definitely ensure that you complete your Say Yes registration by June 1st of your senior year, along with indicating what college you plan to attend. And be sure to complete any enrollment documentation or required paperwork that your college or financial aid office requires. And lastly, begin class.
And so we really want to emphasize that even outside of our scholarship, Say Yes has a lot of other resources to not only assist you, but to help support you along your journey. So if you've taken a look and heard about our scholarship model, but there are also other services that you can benefit from. So we have our SAT and ACT prep sessions that we hold in the fall and spring semesters. We have financial aid workshops and other webinars that we do to help you all throughout the college application process. But even as early as elementary and middle school, we have tutoring services and other services that can help students stay on track along the journey. So it's important that you stay connected with us in order to hear about those opportunities.
And as Brandon just mentioned, follow us on social media. We are on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Say Yes Guilford. You can also visit our website, sayyesguilford.org. That is how you can apply for our scholarship and find other resources, from our support services to our scholarships and much, much more. You can also reach us by email, scholarship@sayyesguilford.org. Listen, we are here to support you, and we appreciate you tuning in. Thank you.